Welcome today to a new session on Backup PureDisk. My name is Stefan Vervaat. I work as a technical product manager for Symantec, and today I'm going to show you a little bit more on the new speeds and feeds on PureDisk, how it can increase your backup speeds, how it can increase your restore speeds. So let's have a look. If you look at your environment, what do you have? You have a data center, you have remote sites, you have virtual environments. All of these have to be backed up in a certain way. We have, of course, the standard net backup tools. We can just install a standard net backup agent in your client, on your client, back it up over your LAN or even over the fiber to your backup master server or media server, and process it there and move it over to tape. Now, PureDisk is a deduplication technology that was delivered in 2006 for the first time by Symantec and was integrated into the net backup platform. So what I'm going to show you here is I'm going to show you how this can be used in all these three environments. So let's start. Let's look at your environment. You have a data center. In this data center, you have your tapes, you have your backup media servers and master servers, and you also have remote sites. Let's call this remote site 1. If you look at a remote site, what do you find typically? You will find file servers, print servers. You may have some small Exchange and small SQL servers that you need to protect. Now, it's in most cases too small to install a full backup environment. You may, install a small tape device and move those tapes daily to the data center. But what you can do with Backup PureDisk is you can install a smart, intelligent agent that will dedupe that data at the source level so that you can replace those tape devices by just using this small intelligent agent. And this agent will dedupe all this data, move it over to your data center where you have your backup infrastructure in place, and it will optimize that traffic over the network. So what it will do is it will optimize the data before it transfers that data over the WAN connection that in most cases is very slow or is very limited. And it will reduce the tape utilization in general. It will reduce your backup time necessary to back up all these images and all this data. So now let's have a look at the larger remote site. So I was telling you about the small remote sites where you have these simple file and print servers and a simple tape device, and you replace it with an intelligent agent, which is called the PureDisk agent, the Backup PureDisk agent. If you look at the larger remote site, typically you will find more data, first of all, more servers, and also a larger or a larger restore requirement. So I mean, instead of just restoring a single file within a couple of minutes, the requirement could be to restore a full file server of 100 gigabytes locally within 1 hour. So what you can do there is you can install a local PureDisk server, and a PureDisk server is that deduplication pool. Is basically a pool of disks that will store any data that is moved to that pool in a deduplicated format. And so you will have a lot of storage savings. Now in this case, in the large remote site, you will back up your data locally first. So you have your smart intelligent agents. And again, these will improve your backup speeds as well, because even if you back up over a local LAN, whether it's in the data center or whether it's in the remote site, you still have a lot of savings thanks to the fact that the deduplication happens at the source. But the benefit here is that to increase the restore performance, we actually back up locally first to a local PureDisk server and then replicate this to the data center where you have a larger PureDisk environment installed. And of course, this can be attached to tapes and so on. But the benefit here is that you have a local copy available for restore purposes, plus all the copies are replicated to the data center over the WAN connection in an optimized format. And this will save you not only storage on the local side or in the data center, but it will also save you a lot of network savings, network traffic. So these WAN connections can be very small, can be very large, but we have customers that are backing up over even satellite links, and of course in those cases it will be more the smaller remote sites where they will back up directly to the data center.